I feel great. I feel great. The series has been easier than I thought it would be, but they're down 2-0. So I expect them to play with a little bit more desperation.
What do you have to do to overcome that desperation?
Not much. They're going to be keyed in on me, but I can't let them take us out of what we do best. I'm looking to be the game's top scorer and, keep showing the world what I can do on this stage.
Or running out without extending an arm. We'll work on it. I'd also like to get our students to practice going over the top closeout with under and make sure they run the Next, Joe. You working on catching stand-up comedy?
Yeah, I love the idea. I just tried having oh, stay. That's just one for everyone.
What is it?
Visit the team's website for more information or availability of any future games.
Suns fans, our Suns mascot and giveaway day is coming up. The 39,000 fans in the arena are getting their own golden gorilla hat. So bring the kids and get your reward. Okay, fans, we know you've been waiting for Suns Dancers Calendar Day. It's coming up soon. The Suns Dancers are giving every fan in the arena their own Suns Dancers calendar. The perfect way to track the season. We want your time at the arena to be enjoyable and incident-free. If you're having an issue at any time that needs to be addressed, then please text the word SUNS along with your issue and scene location to 55555. A member of our guest relations team will respond immediately. Oh, don't forget to come out to the game for Calendar Day.
Round one continues with a refreshing surge. The Timberwolves come into Game 3 up 2-0 with a relentless desire to thrust them to a third straight victory. The scenery changes to hostile ground as they face off against the Phoenix Suns. Round one of the NBA playoffs continues.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Game 3 of this Western Conference first. You take a look at the Suns. You know there's been a large gap between their expectations and their performance. But here at home, this crowd will give them a burst of energy. You can feel it.
And there's nothing quite like a home crowd in the postseason. I'd expect this place to give every ounce of energy to encourage their team tonight.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves, the wingmen, Edwards and McDaniel. The big men on the floor for him, Randall and Gobert. And it's Holland in at the point. Now, Brooks after the missed three from Holland. Suns moving the ball around. O'Neal finds Brooks. Just 5 on the clock. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Oh, the balance Brooks has is impressive. Able to work through the defense and still capitalize.
Holland, the pass to Edwards. Hits the three-point bomb.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now here's Williams. Here's Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
A little athletic ability on display by D-Book.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I was able to catch up with the head coach of the Suns. Immediately, Anthony Edwards came up in our conversation, and Coach kind of chuckled and said, well, I don't know if anyone on the planet can slow this kid down. He's on his way to becoming one of the best in the league if he's not there already. Looks like they're going to roll the dice on one of the league's most talented players. Back over to you, Kevin.
Allie, thank you so much. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Holland. And a miss there on the triple.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Gillespie, that's good.
How about the vision from Devin Booker? Yes, he can score it, but that's a pretty pass.
Here's Holland. Pass to McDaniels. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Well, there's an activity level and a skill level that makes Devin Booker problematic on the offensive end. He dares defenders to get physical with him.
The first one falls. He hits both from the strike.
This guy is such a professional, right? Goes about his business in a highly consistent way.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
The work that Anthony Edwards is putting in as a shooter is there. That range shot so important. Nice three-point look right there.
Booker against Edwards. Booker the pass to Gillespie. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, really strong offensive thrust there, but then how about the defense able to negate that attack?
The Suns have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. First free throw is good. Osumu, he's checked in for Minnesota. He doesn't get the second one. And Randall has got the ball here for the Timberwolves. Trailing by 2. Holland, no good.
Sometimes the game requires you to just keep at it, so he's got to be aggressive.
Brooks finds Booker. Back to Brooks. O'Neal outside. Pass to Booker. Pulls up on the wing. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Gobert to the screen. Here's Holland. And again, Minnesota with the triple. And MP is in the midst of what could be a historic season. He's the front runner. For Rookie of the Year.
And the MVP award looks like a real possibility. Hard to believe a first-year player could have that kind of impact, especially as a second-round pick. This is a once-in-a-generation moment.
Stolen by Brooks. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul.
2 fouls for him now in the first quarter, and now all of a sudden do you think about changing his rotation minutes for the rest of the half?
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Both teams will make substitutions. For the Suns, Iguodaro's checked in, and Brooks subbed in for Allen. Suns trail by 3. Perimeter pair for him will be Booker and Brooks. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Gillespie in at the point guard. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
He doesn't take a lot of time to make up his mind. Brooks always thinking ahead, and and he's in position before the pass is made.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, Jay in the last matchup against the Suns played some superb basketball. He picked up 29 points and he was locked in from deep. But when hasn't he been? It was his effort and energy that made the difference in Game 2. The series is starting to heat up, guys.
Excellent report, Allie. Thank you. In stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Pass to Iguodaro. Now Brooks. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Holland, defended by Booker. Here's Holland. He has 5. Sinks the triple. Now it's a 7-point Minnesota lead. How about the start of MP's career? Winning Rookie of the Year.
Well, he had no issues adjusting to the speed and physicality of the NBA. And, man, I can't wait to see what MP has in store for year 2. This kid has incredible potential.
Timberwolves leading by 7. 58 seconds left to play here in the half. Pocket 6. Offensive rebound. Gobert. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And, Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Looking to end the run. Pass to Gillespie. Over Randall. Phoenix no good that time either.
Oh, rising up from the mid-range, but doesn't exactly look confident about it.
Out of bounds, Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Mark Williams is checked in for Phoenix. And a change for the Timberwolves. Dosumu's checked in. And Holland gets it to go. 17 seconds left to play in the first half. Pass to Gillespie. And here is Brooks. Williams, a screen on Edwards. And here's Brooks from outside.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
And so it's Minnesota enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And we'll be back with you shortly.
And we thank you for joining this postseason broadcast, and it's been an outstanding first half for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Offense is clicking right now. They're playing high-quality ball, selfless. I'm surprised they're not up by more.
You know, that being said, Shaq, you can't get complacent. Got to keep stepping on that gas pedal.
Taking a look at the situation for the Phoenix Suns. When you think about the series, Shaq, do they need to win this game?
Yes, Ernie. If they lose this one, they are in a serious hole.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And we're back with you, all set to bring you more action from Game 3. It's been one outstanding game from Jay.
With so much on the line tonight, you have to be impressed with the way he came out and set the tone with his aggression.
You get the sense when there's big-time performances to be had, this guy wants to take part. You expect that this is a trend that will continue here.
Suns trail by 12, and so in the game for the Timberwolves, the big men on the floor for him, Randall and Gobert. The wingmen, Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Holland in the point guard. Minnesota's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all.
Impressive. The level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
Now here's Williams. Still scoreless. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. No good from Booker.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Holland, the pass to Randall. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Randall's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And O'Neal gets it to go.
Oh, nice feed by Booker, playing the inside-out game.
Timberwolves leading by 14. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And you know the coach's challenge was tried out in the G League for a few seasons.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
It's looked at that otherwise wouldn't necessarily trigger any sort of replay review.
I think the league doing a great job at continually evolving. Replay review has been pretty well received across the board, and everyone trying to do their best to make sure the calls are as accurate as possible. Suns trail by 14. Booker outside. On the wing, Williams. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Brooks outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Gillespie. Misses the three.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Here's Holland. 14 points for him. Lets it go with a three. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Brooks has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Gillespie. Randall grabs the board.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Here is Brooks. Rudy Gobert picking up that last basket.
If Mark Williams is on the floor, he is going to finish with a dunk or two, folks.
Timberwolves leading by 14. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Here's Holland. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Making it personal with that slam.
Yes, that's one he couldn't wait to unleash.
How about the athleticism, the body control, the creativity? 10 out of 10.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And the Suns making a change here. Green's checked in. Brooks against McDaniel. Pass to O'Neal. Here's Brooks. Outside, Green. That three off the mark.
Bad defense, bad shot. Neither working on that play.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Picked by Randall. Holland, the pass to Randall. Good work there as it goes. Randall's got 8 points.
such a tough proposition guarding Julius Randle in that area. This guy is capable on the interior.
Driving inside. There's Green with the three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Holland. He's got 16. Three-pointer, Randle. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards. Randle's got 7 points for the quarter. Suns trail by 21. Pass to Green. Outside Williams. Here's Gillespie, guarded by Holland. He can't get it to go. For Minnesota, they've gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half.
That's a smart pass from Jaden McDaniels. Just finds a teammate operating with a little space.
Phoenix has gotten 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Gillespie, the pass to Brooks. Here's Gillespie, pass to Green. 5 on the clock. Phoenix, no good that time either.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
40 seconds left in the third quarter, and Holland gets it to go.
Well, he's had a one-track mind this quarter, and that is score the basketball.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Phoenix calls timeout. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the third. Allen finds Booker. And a great assist by Allen. As that one goes in.
Boy, the delivery from Booker so clean. That jump shooting is pure.
19 seconds left to play here in the third.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
Fires the three. The shot, no good. Here's Holland. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. Timberwolves ahead, just dominating this one. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a...
Deciding to change it up. And timeout called by Jordan Ott. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Suns trail by 21. Perimeter pair for him will be Booker and Brooks. O'Neal is out there with Williams. And it's Gillespie in at the point guard position. That's who's out there for Phoenix. To the middle, here's Williams. Kicks it out to Booker. 6 on the shot clock. Brooks from outside. Julius Randle with the rebound. Randle's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Holland. Inside. And Gobert throws it down.
My goodness, a little athleticism, a little extra on it, Mr. Gobert.
Williams sets a screen for Booker. And they get it. And Williams with the basket on the assist from Booker. Booker's got his 3rd assist on the night. Here's Holland. Drills the three-pointer. Holland's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
Gillespie, the pass to Booker. It's stolen by Edwards. Here's Holland with the drive.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Brooks kicks to O'Neal. Outside Williams. Suns moving the ball around.
2 minutes.
6 to shoot. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. And another field goal in this total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
Well, we know this guy is always a threat offensively. You can't lose sight of him.
1:44 left to play in the final quarter. And finished off by Gobert.
Just great recognition from the athletic big man. Gobert finish off the nice pass.
Booker outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Booker's got 21 in the game.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And game 3 will go in the record books here. Lots of energy out there tonight and an important win for Minnesota.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And this series has really gone their way.
Yeah, it looks like a sweep may be in the cards with tonight's win. They'll be going up 3-0, and this is exactly what they wanted to do.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jay.
This is the very definition of being in a zone. Everything the defense tried against him, he had an answer for it.
Gillespie, the pass to Williams. Here's Gillespie, fires the three. Holland with the rebound.
Boy, felt like he let that possession get personal, trying to answer back with a three of his own there.
Connects again from distance.
And he's letting it fly from long range to devastating effect.
And he's now tied the franchise record for triples in a playoff game. And Jay gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his third foul so far. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Williams passes to Gillespie. There's O'Neal with the three. DiVincenzo with the rebound. Here's Holland. Fires for three, and again for three.
The threes coming fast and furious. He is scorching the net.
Now GA tied for the third most three-point field goals in single-game playoff history.
And 10 triples equals Dame Lillard's buzzer-beating performance in 2019 when he waved bye-bye to the Thunder.
So it's Minnesota.
I'm here with MP, who posted a video before tonight's game where he said he was looking to be the game's leading scorer. How were you able to make that promise a reality?
I feel like I was in the zone during the shoot-around, so I told my teammates to keep feeding me the rock. We don't have big egos over here, so they were happy to do it. Next game, it might be someone else, but tonight, it was my time to shine, Dom.
Shine you did, MP. Great game.
Always.
Kevin, back to you.